Okay, here's what I want to do. I already did most of this video. I recorded it now. Some of it I messed up. Some of it I lost. Didn't work out, but I got the majority of it. That's what I'm thinking about. I got a deck. I got a porch, a building, of course the supports for the building, and some stairs. And I'm trying to I'm gonna get it all in there, but it's all going to be kind of parted out, so it won't be one big long video. Okay, it's just the best I can do with what I got. Doing it by myself. I had a little bit of help. A couple of neighbors come over, want to see what's going on and help me out a little bit, but majority of this I've done it all myself, just as you can, and hopefully this will help. So let's see what's going on. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. Okay, before we get started here, I wanted to show you what I picked up. I went to Lowe's. I wish I could remember what they called this. It's some kind of a, I don't know, pickup or some, I don't know what it was, but it's a special deal. They got 70% off. And then they added more to that. But there's 12 2x6 by 16s. That's about $150 worth of lumber. Now they're not treated, but for 20 bucks I couldn't let it go. So I got that at Lowe's. They have another pack. It was something like about $400 worth of lumber. They wanted 90 for it, but I don't have the place, or really didn't have use that much. I just wish I had the place to store it, because I would have taken, or the money. I didn't have the money either. But where we're at right now is I got this floor on the porch done, and as we go along I'll show you the frame on it, or what we're doing here. I'm not doing anything live because I don't want everybody to see what a wimp I am. This is just taking weeks and weeks and weeks, what should have been a few days, because I'm not trying to make excuse or anything, but I'm sorry not getting any more videos out there, especially for my buddies who like to see the building part. But I'll show you as I go along the frame of this part here. But what I've done here is build me a little porch, a deck off my kitchen door, and from there I'm going to drop down a couple of steps and build another deck out through here, which there will be a door here for another building like that one down there. And I don't remember, I'll put it up here somewhere where putting that together is on my videos. If you can just see that, my fat finger, that building right there, which was on a slab, was not near as bad. And then on the slab I put a bunch of pallets down and then bolted the building down to the pallets, and then tied it down from there, and that's a really sturdy building. Up here I decided, though, on this building I want it closer, because walking down there, that's just going to be a storage building down there. That hill is killing me. And not literally, but it's a murder. So I decided I'm going to have another, it's an 8x10 metal building, and I'm bringing it up here off my back porch, kind of close. I'm building a porch over there for them too. That's a little wall, retaining wall, and some block and such. Anyway, we'll look at that later on. But right now, what I've gotten so far, what I've done here is I've dug 6 holes, 4 deep ones, 2 foot, it's really all I need, and painted, well, stained. I use Kills on my posts, and then put it in concrete. I'm letting the concrete dry for a couple of days before I get to doing too much more. This is just sitting here. It's not even tied in yet for the center parts here. Whatever. And I did this because, as all four of these posts, that center one's just gonna on top. I poured a concrete down there just for a base to sit on, and then I'll fill it in a little bit later, but that's just for straightening and getting the center on. But this outside boards here, like I said, I got the 4x4s treated. All this is treated lumber. These are set down about 2 foot in the dirt, and then I put concrete, filled in with concrete on all four of them. And this is why I don't do this on live, because my mind is just not quick enough and snapping here together. So to tell you what boards and what's what part is which here, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, but this is what I'm doing. So because of a lot of rock, and this is really bad ground, I had to move the holes in a little bit. This is going to be an 8x10, just under. The building is just under 8x10. I'm not sure why they do that. I guess they want you to build an 8x10 floor. And that's what I'm doing here, is building an 8x10 floor. We're going to top this once these 4x posts are set real well. Then I'm going to chop that off level. Bring it down level. Okay, I'm going to bring it down level with those 2x4s, and then put in cross members here. This will be my center right here, and then I'll bring in cross members across on both sides to lay the floor on it. I'm going to do it at 16s just to give me a little more strength, and I'm going to leave this side open where I might dig it a little bit so I can maybe put my lawnmower under there. And I got a tiller over there I'm got to rebuild. I'm trying to, about halfway done. I know I didn't do it live, I didn't show you how to do it. I'm showing a little bit of it, but anyway, that kind of stuff can go, just slide up underneath here. You see, on this hill, what I'd planned was to fill this hill in, and that's not working. This has been so stinking tough. Now actually I'm walking on my neighbor's property. She came out here one day, had a rotten tomato, and just threw it on the ground. I watched it, I cultivated it a little bit for her, and now she's going to have some nice little tomatoes. See the little buds right there coming up to the little tomatoes. Anyway, that's just from throwing it in the ground. This ground and this dirt here is something else. So this hill is just so stinking steep. I'm also going to run stairs, so I'm going to come down off the porch to a platform in front of the door, and then off that platform run stairs down to here, right into my deck. Hurry up. Okay. Jumped from another camera. The other battery died or lost space or something. I don't know what it was. But anyway, we'll get going back here for another day. I've jumped into adding a couple of posts to give her a little more strength in the middle. One over there as well. But it's all put together. Floor's all ready to go. Added the paint. I just use Kills to. It's a stain. It's an all-around good. It's just as far as I know, they only make it in white, but you know, it kills all kinds of junk, mold, keeps them from mold going, keeps the carpenter bees from doing their thing. So tomorrow I'm going to add, and this might be a little overkill, you know, but so what? I'm going to add a 3 mil moisture barrier. Just a big piece of plastic I'm going to add to the top before I put the floor down on it. And then I can start putting the building up. So that's where I'm at right now. And that's where I'm at. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Things are changing as I go about this thing. Things change. I've decided that when I come off of here, off of this porch, I'm going to come down a couple of steps, add a platform across here to go into the building. Give me a little workspace outside the shed. And then take it to the stairs on down to another platform, which will be part of the back deck. I know it looks like a big mess here right now, but that's where we're going. And when I get to a little bit more, I'll get back with you. Thanks much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay. When you ask for help, make sure you got somebody who knows what they're doing. Now, make sure you know they know what they're doing. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I can't do it myself, or this or that. But here's what happened. I got a guy. He's a friend. He really is a good friend. I didn't know what he couldn't do, but he's offered help, so I took care of it. Kind of like shade tree mechanicing. You got shade tree carpenters. There is something that you absolutely must have when you put up any type of structure, and that's a good foundation that makes sure that it is level, square, and plumb. Not level or square or plumb. Level and square and plumb, or you get this. If you notice the corner of the frame, corner of the frame. The board and your floor joists, the board and the floor joist. It should be the same distance between the edge of the board and the floor joist on this end as it is on this end, which is not. The chalk mark is where the floor joist is. So you end up with something like that. And an edge where it should be 8 foot. Alright, well, I can work with it. I mean, I can fix it. I shouldn't have to. But plumb, square, and level. Like, share, and subscribe. Moving on. Okay, watch over part 2 to finish up with the building and moving on to the deck later. Thanks. Don't forget. like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. Bye.